Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Clean Cut EDC. Today we're talking about the red G10 Sprint Run Ghost from Pickled Steel. It comes in this beautiful box. Love the boxes from Pickled Steel. Has a wonderful logo there, as well as the address for the website. So if you guys follow this address, you will find and see some incredible knives. So I invite you to go and do that. In the box, you get a microfiber cloth, you get the knife, but you also get extra pocket clip, screws, and a Torx bit. So that's very nice. I don't really know of any other companies that give you an extra pocket clip. So that's fantastic. Actually, a friend of mine the other day, he said that he bent his pocket clip on his Pickled Steel Akal. He's a chopper pilot. And so he sat wrong and then ended up catching the pocket clip and bending it. And then I said, oh man, maybe I have an extra one for you. And then he remembered, oh no, they actually come with extra pocket clips. And that's so nice, right? Here's the red G10 Ghost. And I love the black and red. It is fantastic. Definitely an awesome blade shape. We are actually doing a talk through. Since we have done a full review, you guys can check that out. Not much has changed. I don't think anything has really changed. But yes, this is just phenomenal. I think maybe the pocket clip, maybe they've included sunk. Yeah, I think they had like button mushroom style screws, but now they have a sunken flat screw. So it's a little bit of an upgrade there. But this knife is just fantastic. Look at this action. Look at that. Man, this thing doesn't want to play around. This thing wants to be used, wants to be carried. It is the perfect weight for an EDC knife. It is so good. Let's talk about it, right? We have a D2 blade. We have a black DLC coating. Awesome name, Ghost. That's an epic name for a knife. And then we have a black pivot collar, which is epic. Definitely fits the whole black and red. Originally, they wanted to go with, I think, like an orange pivot collar or a gray pivot collar. But I'm happy that they decided on the black. It definitely looks cool. Very uniform look overall. Blacked out screws. Black pivot collar, black pocket clip, black blade, and then the red scales, black liners, black G10 backspacer. Fantastic. This is sort of a drop point style standard blade shape. It's not fully a drop point. It does have a little bit of a drop, but it's actually more of a standard blade shape, in my opinion. We have a little bit of a flat, straight edge here, and then we have the belly there that leads into a very fine tip, which is reinforced with the switching here. So that is something I really enjoy about Pickled Steel, is that yes, this basically has the same effect as a full flat grind on a knife, right? Because it's a full flat grind. But with the switching, it allows the tip to have a little bit more durability and strength, which is phenomenal. So that's fantastic right there. We have a nice sharpening choil, as you guys can see. So you'll be able to get a little bit of life out of this blade. It will also be easy to increase that if the time comes, but that's going to be a few years, right? The D2 on Pickled Steel knives, they are exceptional. They are really good. I have a QSP Penguin, and QSP is actually, they're a fine company, very creditable, good heat treat on their blades, and just good quality knives. But I found that the D2 on that blade, on that Penguin of mine, is not the same as the D2 on the Pickled Steel knives. This knife is hard, right? The blade is hard. The edge holds up for a long time. So just fantastic quality. Once again, you get from Pickled Steel. Very nice grip on the scales. Sort of has this kind of a snake skin look to it. It's not overly textured, but you won't slip on this. This is done very well. No hot spots, well-rounded edges. Very nice. Initially, I actually thought that will offer a little bit of a hotspot, but it's actually tucked in behind the scale. So this is an exceptionally comfortable knife to hold in hand. Very good. The action, it runs on ball bearings, and it is lightning. It is so smooth, so fast. Very nice. Very nice jumping also just on the spine. I found that I found that with this knife, right, the jumping is it is not overly aggressive, but it's not slippery either, and it's actually in the perfect spot. So there are a few knives that I wish had jumping. Maybe we have. No, this is also very good. Yeah, maybe like the Tanter. The Tanter's jumping is done well. It's just with my large hands, I do wish that it extended a little bit further on the spine. But it's not a big deal. It's just, yeah. I think for the Ghost, you know, the way your hand is landing, or at least my hand is landing on this knife, it's absolutely perfectly placed there. Such a good knife, man. Deep carry pocket clip, fantastic. Good retention there, glides in and out of the pocket easily. The pocket clip is set into the scales, screws are set into the pocket clip. So there's nothing getting caught, there's nothing getting stuck, there's nothing tearing your pants up or anything like that. Just a fantastic all-rounder pocket clip there and carry experience, right? Also with this G10 not being super aggressive, it doesn't pick up dirt as easily. It also just a lot smoother going in and out of the pocket, and just a very comfortable experience for urban EDC. This is very much a perfect knife, right? Yes, not premium materials necessarily, but there's nothing wrong with this. I honestly can't find fault here. The liner, very easy to decompress, right? That's very good. No skeletonization of the liners, but it's not really necessary. Honestly, if they drop the weight on this guy, it will feel a little bit cheap. So it's a good call not to, cut out the liners or anything like that. I think they did well there. Keep it solid. There's no flex also here, which is very interesting because it's not the thickest liners in the world, right? The liners are also inset into the scales. Something we see with honey badgers, a lot of flex, right? And it's not a big deal, guys, right? The flex is not really going to affect the functionality at all. It's just the feel of the knife. We like that stability feel in the knife. I love the cutouts here for the, maybe you guys can see that, for the flipper tab. So when you go and you flip this knife, it doesn't run on the scales or any tough pieces on the scale. So with this knife, I don't feel it was necessarily necessary because it's already so well rounded. This is not uncomfortable at all. I can flip on this. It's okay. Good size stopping pin. Very nice. Good lockup also on this guy. As usual, I haven't really found a pickled steel knife that doesn't have fantastic lockup. Let me just check this guy. Also rock solid. This company is just, it's exceptionally consistent, right? I've got 3 of these knives and no problems on either one of them. They are just so good, so good. Lightning action, didn't need to break in, just fantastic. Love that they filled the holes for the pocket clip with some screws. A lot of guys, they don't like the screws there. They would rather prefer it to just be holes in the scale. But I'd say rather fill it, and then if they don't like it, they can just take it out, right? But yeah, that's a little bit of an issue for me. But I'm not going to run through that again. Yes, and then very nice size lanyard hole. So you can definitely put a awesome lanyard on this knife or something red. I've seen some guys do that, and it does look very, very good. Overall, just a fantastic knife. Can't go wrong with this guy. Good backspacer, good ergonomics, good action, good blade, good blade shape, good overall shape, good jumping in the right spaces. The only thing that I would do on this knife is I would maybe put some jumping on the flipper, but it's not really necessary, right? It's not like I'm missing the flipper. It's so nicely curved there as a sort of a little bit of a bend. It's not 90 degrees. Very nice, catches your finger very nicely, and then lightning fast action. Guys, good pocket clip, good scales, good blade. There's nothing that you won't want from this knife. So it's a fantastic all-rounder. I think it goes for like 600 rand, 600, 700 rand. That is an absolute steal, right? That's an absolute bargain for something like this. This is definitely probably one of the best knives that you can get for that price. So fantastic knife. Check it out, guys. Pickled Steel Ghost. Yes, it's good. Have a great day. Have a knife day. And remember that no knife means no life.